I believe the circumstances of how you both met was not how many would expect. Most would have expected you to have met in a musical environment, both being from musical families, but it wasn't that way at all, I believe.
Yeah, we missed each other a lot. Like we went to she went to all the even farm aids and I went to the odd ones. Like when we finally met, we thought about all the chances that we had to meet each other that we hadn't. But our families were friends already too.
I believe both of you were reluctant to follow the family trade and go into music. What career ambitions did you both initially have?
Oh, I went to college for music, or not for music business, for business management. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I thought I wanted to be in the music business, but I didn't actually plan on being in the music part of the music business.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to climb the corporate ladder. I wanted to actually make money. Didn't work out.
I wanted to be a vet, and then I found out that you had to dissect all sorts of cute little things during science class, so I didn't want to be a vet anymore.
Did either of you feel an expectation upon you to go into music when you were growing up?
Not really. I mean, maybe from the outside world, because but there was not anything from my family. Only the fact that we would always sing together and like for fun and stuff like that. But there was never any. It wasn't like we had parents that were trying to put us on stage or anything like that. Or I didn't. I can't answer for Cathy.
What's my name? Yeah, I can't really answer for Amy either, but no, I had the same thing. No expectations from our families, but probably from everybody else.
Yeah. So how did the actual concept of Folk Uke come to be?
Well,
you take that one, Amy. And then I'll correct you.
Okay. I was playing in a band, playing uke in a band in San Diego called the Cheap Lays, and my friend Adam had bought me a ukulele, and so I was having a lot of fun with the ukulele, and then Cathy came over and she started playing it and realized that she thought she was going to want a ukulele too. So we went to the store and we bought a ukulele, and then we just started playing parties that our friends, we would just, not really play parties, but we would just make our friends listen to us parties. And it was just more of like a fun thing. And then, I don't know, how did we come up with the name Folk Uke? Then we were like, well, we have a band now. And it didn't really start off that seriously. It just started out, fun. And it's still fun.
Not very serious.
Still not that serious. Yeah.
The ukulele as an instrument has had a bit of a resurgence in recent times. What is the appeal of the instrument to you both?
It's not very intimidating.
Right.
It's easy to travel with.
You can play it in traffic. It's a beautiful instrument, and you can. It's just capable of so many things, and it's such a. I don't know. Cathy plays it mostly, and I'm jealous because I have to carry around a heavy guitar.
It's got such a happy sound too. It's hard to, when you play it, it's hard to feel sad when you're playing a ukulele. It's just so skippy and happy,
Yeah, that's true. It is a happy instrument, yeah.
Until we play it.
Yeah, it's a good instrument for kids too.
Yes.
It's not.
But Folk Uke is not a good band for kids.
Right. Not necessarily. They really love our music. But it's not for them.
One thing I admire about you both is you haven't tried to trade in on your family names to open doors for you. You run this thing very much on your own terms. Has there been outside pressures at all for you to do that, though?
I don't think
a little bit here and there, but we don't. We don't really feel the. I don't think we accept the pressure. There have been people who maybe tried, but we resisted.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of family doors either, really. Like it's kind of one of those things where, like, we don't go out and try to bill our shows as daughters of our dads or anything like that, of course. But then aside from that, I think that there's a perception that we could, that one of our dads could open a door for us and that would be it, and
Yeah.
that doesn't really happen, that's not the reality, I'm sure they would if they could and that sort of thing, but,
We should really talk to them about that.
We really should. They're like, why did you leave it cracked open like that?
Do they ever come forth with career advice for you, though, or is it only when you ask for it?
Maybe when we ask for it and when it looks like we desperately need it, it kind of comes through.
But you got to be careful when you ask either one of our dads anything, because you're not going to get a real answer.
Yeah, my dad
get a crazy, funny answer or something. I don't know. I'm never going to get like a real straight answer out of my dad.
Yeah,
he'll encourage us the wrong way. He already has. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
I saw a lovely clip of you on YouTube with you both on stage with your dads backing you up in the background. That must be a wonderful feeling whenever that happens.
That was great. That was my favorite show, I think. That was when we played the Katrina benefit, where the Guthries organized this whole train tour, a City of New Orleans train tour.
It took the musical pressure off, too. We didn't really have to be very good.
It did. I felt pretty strong being backed up with our dads, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing about it was we were in New Orleans, and it was not very long after the storm, and the crowd that was there that night were just the most gracious, grateful crowd, and there's just so much love coming across that it helped me to kind of help me get over some stage fright stuff, because I would picture other crowds being that crowd afterwards, because they were so appreciative. So it was a really cool show.
Now, Cathy, I'm sure you grew up on a diet of folk music, and Amy, I'm sure there was a lot of country music in earshot when you were growing up. How, for you both, when you got together, how broad was the knowledge and appreciation of each other's musical backgrounds?
Definitely appreciated, and we definitely shared each of our different family histories with each other, and I've shared a lot of folk stuff with Amy, and she shared. I mean, even just listen to this song. Oh yeah, well, and I think we shared a lot of music in the very beginning, especially.
Yeah, Cathy knows a lot more. A lot more about folk. She probably, I
just
might
a
not
lot
know
more in general, I think.
But I learned a lot about folk music. Yeah.
Just a lot more. I'm so smart.
Just the street smarts,
Yeah. So how does the songwriting process work for the two of you? Is there a set procedure you go through?
Different ways. It just depends. I mean, sometimes, one of us will come up with a line and share it, and we'll go, oh my God, and we'll just add something to it, and then, next thing we know, we have a song. Or sometimes it starts with like a melody, and we just hear words after you play a melody, or I don't know. We do a lot of writing over the phone. We have band practices over the phone. Mm-hmm. And sometimes songs take us a couple years, and sometimes they just kind of write themselves in a few minutes. Just ways.
Yeah, sometimes our song concept is so weird that it...
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think we might have lost Amy.
Oh, she wasn't going to say anything smart anyway.
Sorry, I accidentally put you on hold.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't say anything bad about you, really.
Somebody texted me and it just put it on hold. All right, now I know that happened.
As well as your own material, you've been known to do the odd cover or two. How do you identify a song that you feel is just right for the Folk Uke treatment?
Well, I don't know if it's just right, but we'll do it anyway. What were you going to say, Amy? Was it smarter than me? Guess not. We lost her again.
I think she's.
I'm back.
Oh,
Someone keeps texting me. It's Paula. She keeps texting me. Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Did you give a good answer, Cathy?
She gave a very good answer.
Okay.
Probably. I hope so. Probably not, but...
I guess you were both well accustomed to life on the road at a young age. How have those years on the road in your younger years helped you be better travellers now as you take your own music on the road?
We both pack really light.
Mm.
Yeah, we do. And we adapt. There's like I think maybe adapting to being able to be out on the road and traveling is maybe easier for us since we did it when we were kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Want to talk to you about some F words, if we could.
Okay, but yeah.
There have been some in your songs, and many people go into music with fame and fortune being their main priority. Some more F words, but I think for you two, the most important F word that stands out is fun. There's obviously a great sense of fun in what you do.
Nice, I like that.
That was not what I was expecting.
Ah, there you go. Could you imagine it any other way?
No, if it stopped being fun, then that would be tragic, I think, because it started out, I think that we started out with fun in mind and kind of just, we didn't want to, we wanted to stay true to ourselves, and we didn't want to necessarily become what some people that if they had control of our career would maybe try to make it, and there's something, and having our dads in the business, there are a lot of people out there that see opportunity to be like, oh, okay, well, we can make these girls this, or whatever the treatment that they do to make you mainstream and that sort of thing. Like, I think that we probably could have maybe gone for that, but that wouldn't have been fun.
Right.
And
I think that we wouldn't have gone into music had it not been for each other, too. I know that I had no plans to go into music until I met Amy, and when we had similar kind of ways of looking at it, like we're not going to make it, we're not trying to be famous, and we're certainly not very ambitious. We might want to try to get a little bit more ambitious, but we're not. And so I think that, having each other have the same kind of attitude just keeps us doing it, and we are having a lot of fun.
Yeah. Even though some of your songs do come with language warnings, they're not in any way in your face or intended to shock. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard the F word sung so beautifully.
Thank you.
In a way, do you think that's why those songs work so well, and why they probably don't offend anywhere near as much as one might think they would?
Probably.
Maybe so. I don't know. Some people do get offended. We've gotten a couple letters, or maybe just one. Or maybe two. I don't know.
2 or 3.
All right, maybe a few. But I think that most people can, if they can hint the sarcasm, it's like some people don't pick up on sarcasm, and then maybe I Miss My Boyfriend, Will You Hit Me would be like a really horrible song for somebody if they didn't realize we were being sarcastic. Or, or have, I think that there's something like, we kind of like to lighten things up a little bit, and so there's heavy subject matter, and but that's kind of like the nature of our relationship too. I think mine and Cathy's, because something heavy will happen, and then I'll talk to Cathy about it, and she'll have a way of lightening it up. So I think our music kind of does that for us too, and hopefully for other people.
Sure. Now here's a chance for you to each say something nice about each other. What would you each say is the best quality the other has as a working partner?
I think we both just have the same attitude, and that's what I mean. Amy's a good person and all that, whatever. But, I think that we don't put any pressure on ourselves or each other. And in fact, like when we're playing a show, if Amy messes up, I'm like, yes, because then I get to mess up. Like we don't have expectations of each other, and we're just kind of going along and having fun. And, I think if it wasn't fun, we wouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. Living in different states as you do, it must limit the time you can get together to write, record, and rehearse. Does that make things difficult at times?
Well, if we were the type of band that didn't mess up when we played, that would be really difficult. But we mess up all the time, and our shows are kind of like practices, and the crowds that have become familiar with us actually clap when we mess up, because I think that they think that we're not doing it, that we're doing it on purpose.
Like we're doing, yeah. We wrote the song.
But it kind of started to be our charm, because something would happen inevitably before a show whenever we would try to get together to practice, and things like childcare falling through, or even like a storm that flooded me in for like a couple hours, and like I was in there was like a moat around my mom's house that I couldn't get out. And then it cleared up just in time for us to get to our show, so it seems like the universe is telling us not to be so practiced, and maybe that's part of our charm, and maybe hopefully that's what inspires other people to get into their creative process and do music and not be so afraid of messing up.
We're not very intimidating. We're maybe inspirational.
Yeah. You can end up on stage and they're messing up, and they're like, "Well, I could do that better," I could do that. Or at least better. Hopefully it inspires people to make music.
Now, obviously, Australia is becoming a good market for you. This is your second trip coming up shortly. What other parts of the world have you made inroads?
None as much as Australia. We love you guys. We really do. The audiences are so much more appreciative and welcoming to us.
We've got. We'll put together some small tours and take some shows that fall in our laps here in the U.S. And so we've played a couple of East Coast tours, and we've never played California still, but we've been up, into and then Texas, and Tennessee. It's kind of easier to play around where we are, but Australia is definitely kind of just a magic thing that happened to us. I feel like I don't know how it gets to go out there, but it's really cool.
Well, it's a mutual appreciation. We can guarantee you that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, since you were both initially reluctant to get involved in music, looking down the track, if you have children that show an inclination to go down that path, would your natural instincts be to encourage or discourage?
Encourage.
I would definitely encourage. I have a 4-year-old daughter who loves to get on stage and sing, and if that's what she wants to do, if that's what makes her happy, I would totally encourage it.
She does that during our shows sometimes too.
Yeah, I wouldn't encourage that as much.
But she sometimes does it whether or not it's encouraged.
Yeah, she loves it. She really loves it. Oh God.
Yeah, she's a really cool kid, and and quite I think she probably will end up getting into that, but who knows? It would be an option for her.
Now there's a new album about to be released. What can you tell us about it?
Finally. That's it took us 3 years. Was it 3 years, Amy? 3 years,
no,
right?
No, don't say 3 years, even if it's true.
2 3/4 years.
Yeah.
It was 6 years, I think. And we're really excited to get it done. It really did took longer than maybe it should have, but I'm happy with it. I think I've been playing it a lot because we've had to listen to it, and I'm not sick of it. I like it.
That's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs that we wrote 10 years ago, or a couple of the songs we wrote in 1998. There's some really, oh God, that's so not 10 years ago too.
13 years ago.
Yeah. But there's it ended up coming together and becoming a concept album, and we didn't really start out with the intention of a concept album, but it started to come together as sort of just a life, death, and rebirth concept album, and it's
Dismemberment.
And dismemberment, yeah. Yeah, there's but I think we're really happy with it. We got some of our more professional family musicians in on it again, and Cathy's brother helped us produce it again, Abe, and he's so patient with us, and he's just awesome. I don't think a lot of people would really want the job that he had. He would bring it all together.
That's probably why it took so long.
Terrific. We're looking forward to it. And just before I let you go, girls, what's on your books after you leave us? We're
going to do some LA show. I think we're going to play in... Was that what you were going to say, Cathy?
Yeah, well, since we get back, we release our CD here in the States.
Right.
And then we're heading out to the West Coast to do some shows out there for the first time. So that'll be really exciting.
Fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you both down here. Unfortunately, I missed you last time you were here, so I'm looking forward to catching you this time around.
Oh, good.
Last time was just practice.
What city are you in?
Melbourne.
Oh, okay. So we'll see you when we go there then?
Yep. I'll probably be at the Caravan Club gig, I would say.
Wonderful. Well, I look forward to meeting you.
Look forward to seeing you there, and we look forward to the new record, and hopefully it won't be 3 years for the next one.
I would hope not to.
Thanks a lot to you both, and
right,
have a safe trip down here, and we'll see you in October.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.